all get
Yeah.
scared tonight. We all get scared tonight.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're gonna move on to the community question first, and then we're gonna go play 21 questions with guessing a game, pretty much. So last week we had Amy Chibi on the show in our chat, and she gave us the community question of the week, which was, "What do you consider the best voice acting in a video game?" Let's go with Danny first.
For me, when I think of, I don't know, they all voice acting, unless it's bad, to me, is not really that noticeable. Like, great fucking acting. So I had to go with what was the most memorable, I guess, for me. And that's not just bad, but like help compel the story. Like the voices, everybody sounded great. You remember them. And for me, that was the Metal Gear Solid when it came out, because Revolver Ocelot, Ninja, even the Mantis guy, like those were all voices that when you heard, you were like, oh shit, that's stuck with you, Yeah. So it wasn't like obviously the best top-notch acting, but I mean that's really hard for me to really judge, because I feel like you only really notice bad.
I know what you mean. Like the fact that it's a Kojima game, the acting fits the theme of the game itself, like the way that just the story goes and everything. It just it's a movie you're playing pretty much.
Yeah. So I had to go with like what is the most memorable voices and things like that, and to me it doesn't matter. Every one of those characters are just great. The way they sounded, you knew who Marvel Ocelot was, you knew Ninja, you knew Raiden, you even knew what's in, just the box.
The soldiers, yeah. Okay. All right, Kevin. What about you?
Okay, first, before I start my thing, I just wanted to say I agree with Sober Guardian, because Psycho Mantis had the funniest line. I can't read his movements. I'm like, stupid. You didn't even know about that. But for me,
switching the PlayStation to the PlayStation 2 controller.
Yeah. He just loses his mind. He's like, I can't read it. But for mine's was, I already mentioned it earlier, is House of the Dead, but specifically House of the Dead 2, on how horrible that voice acting is.
Horrible. What was your best one?
My favorite. I don't really pay attention to voice acting.
Yeah, so that's why like I said, you only really pay attention to bad.
Yeah, it's bad, because for me it would be like, for example, it would be like Naruto Storm, because they got it so like close to the anime that it was pretty amazing. But the bad one,
dubbed or the subbed?
Either or.
I hate the dubbed version of.
No. I mean the game.
Naruto, I think, is the worst.
I love Danny's okay.
I despise dub Naruto, but
straight indifference.
Yeah, that was.
Like, I can't stand dubbed either for Naruto specifically, because his voice is so annoying.
But
people have a lot of like bad. I know we're going on topic here, but people had a lot of bad. Like to me, you hear it a lot. Oh, dub. You can't watch dub anything. You just gotta watch the original subtitles. It's just like some I can. Like I love watching My Hero Academia, because I love the English version of All Might. I don't know. To me, he felt more of that obviously more American superhero. So I loved his voice. Even the main character in Bleach. Bleach the same way. I love the characters in Bleach. I love the dub version of Bleach.
We also used to watch Bleach on Cartoon Network, so that was a lot easier for us to listen to.
Yes. But partial. We started watching Bleach on Cartoon Network, but then I finished it.
Yeah.
So I could finish watching the anime.
Shit, I don't think they ever finished it.
The subtitle version. Yeah, exactly.
Don't hurt my feelings. Coming out soon.
But
no, I mean, like the Cartoon Network, they never finished it.
What I'm saying is...
never.
My point is that it didn't bother me when either way, Where Naruto really bothered me because they got so much shit wrong because they gave him catchphrases and shit that he never said and all these crazy things. Yeah, just because they needed something to they needed something to fill in the lack of language, and I feel like not a lot of anime did that. I feel like that was something they were trying almost. I mean, there are some, but that was like absolutely the worst.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So nothing for Kevin then, just the worst ones.
No, wait. I said. All right, fine.
Keep going.
I'll put a good one. It's Full Metal Alchemist. It doesn't matter which one you watch.
Wait, we're talking about games, aren't we?
We're talking about games.
Oh yeah, there's a Full Metal game. Come on,
Full Metal
guys.
Alchemist, don't make me cry.
Oh my god,
we can't talk about that. That was the saddest intro at the beginning. Trying to bring their mom back. That's the saddest thing.
Welcome to the Anime Guardian.
They made a game of it.
If I had more time, I would love to do something like that. But Randy, what is your favorite voice acting game?
About the game. So whatever.
So with voice acting, I feel like it has to make you feel. It has to make you actually, get invested. Because aside from like enjoying a really good story, I don't want some like really doofy ass motherfucker like being the villain or whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like one that would genuinely take the piss. The Napoleon looking guy from Resident Evil 4.
Little short dude, yeah.
Like I as great as Resident Evil 4 could be or whatever, I can't get invested in something like that because of that stupid ass voice. But for a good one, I would say BioShock, the first one.
That was really good.
Yeah, like who they got for Andrew Ryan, awesome. Fucking even with Atlas or Fontaine or whatever the fuck. You know how like he ended up like masking who he was the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So that first voice did give you a sense of security, as in like, oh, everything's gonna be all right, boy. Then the other one, it's like, oh, all right, you want to fucking kill me? Like you're just a traitor the entire time.
You're right, and even the vibe of like when they explain the powers, like the whole like,
everything felt real.
Sort of feel.
Yeah.
It really did.
All the fear, all the excitement, all like just the underhandedness from everybody. Like you felt that they were actually talking to you. Mm-hmm. So it was easier to get invested with the story because not only was like the voice appealing, but it was also very well fucking done.
Yeah.
That game got kind of racist and everything, right? Didn't it get like weird and?
We're not talking about Infinite. We're talking about BioShock.
Oh, Infinite was
like Infinite kind of racist.
It had the reason for it because then it took place in that pretty much that same era.
I don't give a fuck what place is racism.
There's
no need for that.
There was no need for it only because they didn't like make it a focus for any reason. Like they just threw it in there, just throw it in there without any actual like build up.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Randy's second choice would have been Borderlands 2, and I would have agreed with him.
I was thinking that too because I thought he was gonna start talking about Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Oh no, Handsome Jack did a really good job too.
Yeah.
But also like, I don't know. Like,
who's playing Handsome Jack in the movie? You know what I mean? No, I think did they announce it already?
Did they pick a Handsome Jack?
Is it Leonardo DiCaprio?
I know Kevin Hart is a voice.
No, Kevin Hart's a character. Claptrap is Jack Black.
Jack Black, okay.
I can see that.
Yeah, you see the voice, but
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, like that's a good example for me. I had a bad one at some point.
Resident Evil.
Everybody's gonna say Resident Evil.
Just because it's like, what the fuck did I have in mind? I lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
You need to write these things down. Oh God, Overblood. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Overblood had the more than one. Every aspect of
actually, I got one. Let me go to my good one first, and then I got a bad one for you. Danny will know. So one of my best ones. I agree with you guys when you mentioned like it's not just the voice acting, but how it brings you into the story and everything. And I almost cried with this game, Walking Dead, the Telltale game.
Oh,
so such a good story. Such a good story, such good acting, and then like at the ending of the first season, spoilers for whatever reason, if you didn't play this game, it's been the longest ass time. But Danny, so what happens is like you play as an escaped convict, and you know he goes through his adventure. He meets this little girl, and he kind of raises her for whatever reason, and they grow a bond. And towards the end of everything, you know, you gain friends and you kill people and you make all these choices and stuff. And in the end of the first season, your character gets bit. And the little girl has a choice between killing him or just leaving him to kill himself. So I was like, oh man, like just thinking about that choice. And mind you, this girl is like 9, 10 years old. And then like the rest of the seasons you play as her growing up. So it's like you have this emotional attachment with them. And now you have this emotional attachment with her and her decisions and her growing up in this world and stuff. It's so fucking good. But the acting did it well, you know, also like that emotional attachment. So that was really good. So for the bad voice acting, I immediately even thought about this before even Resident Evil. Clock Tower. Do you remember Clock Tower?
I knew you were gonna come up now. I really did. I didn't want to say that out loud because it was it, but I knew for a fact you was Clock Tower. Because I remember not like acting when we first played it. We loved it. We were scared.
Oh yeah, I still love it.
Doesn't matter, you know. But I didn't realize how bad the acting was until we replayed it here. We were playing it. It was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we were more focused on just the horror aspect of it and trying to escape and shit.
The unique point and click and all the uniqueness of it, you know?
Yeah.
But never pitting. And a lot of those games back then, like, you know, Overblood and Dino fucking Crisis were really bad anyway, so it's just... It went on, you know, par with how bad everything else was.
Yeah. So you guys played Clock Tower before?
Yeah, and I watched the gameplay of it.
Now, which version though? Because like I'm talking about the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's not even any dialogue in the old version. What was it? Was it? No. Oh shit!
It just had a really jarring soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it with that. Can you remember that bad one, Randy?
I could think of one bad one.
Sure.
Final Fantasy X didn't have the best voice acting, to be quite honest.
Really? You didn't think so?
It was good, but like it had its moments where they just really dropped the fucking ball.
I think it was one of the first Final Fantasy games that had a actual voice was in it.
Really?
Everything else was always talks and text.
Yeah, everything was text.
9 didn't, 8 didn't, and then 10 was the first one that actually had voices. 9 because
I don't like that one.
The 9 is not my favorite. 9 is not one of my least. I beat it multiple times, but I actually was playing 8 on the airplane. For some reason, got obsessed with the card game. I don't know why. Just got trying to do that. But yeah.
Just letting you guys know, I have a second bad one that I enjoyed.
Okay.
It's called Oni Chanbara.
What?
And it is.
Is that the Samurai Bikini Squad?
Yes.
Zombie one or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's because one line in the game that stuck with me so funny. It's
It was for the 360, by the way.
Yeah, she says, I can't perform main drain after falling out of a fucking plane. Like, literally falling off a plane. And she's like, I can't perform main drain. And I was like, what the fuck
does that mean?
I don't know.
That's like a Heavenly Sword. It's time to play Twing Twang. You're like, what? You remember that?
I liked Heavenly Sword. They had really good motion capture and stuff.
Oh,
but yeah. Yeah, no, that's funny.
But you know what actually did have good voice acting, as like cheesy as it was? Deadly Premonition. I'll admit that. The voice acting was pretty shit on like normal standards, but the thing is that because it's a game that's like kind of meant to take the piss out of Twin Peaks, which already takes the piss out of itself, it falls into that same kind of like cheesy campness. So it's great in the sense that it captured what it's supposed to be.
Okay, so is it supposed to be taken? It's not, obviously it's not supposed to be taken like
seriously.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I can enjoy it.
Yeah, because it's like you listen to it, it's still pretty good, all things considered. But then you're like, wow, some of these people are really giving it their all to be over the top, and that adds to the charm of it.
Like Overblood.
And honestly, I will admit, it did invest me more because if you've seen Twin Peaks, like some things are very, as I said, over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
it's pretty fun for me at least.
ooh, that's something I could watch. Twin Peaks, and I gotta try that.
You ever watch that video game one I told you, the last arcade?
Yes,
I did.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It was good, right?
Yeah.
Especially that fighting game community, all that stuff. Yeah.
I actually met the I forgot what his name was. I met the guy that worked for the arcade.
The Chinese guy or the black guy?
The Chinese guy. I met him because
Okay.
he has his own arcade, and it's called Level Up Arcade, and it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I used to go there when I used to play like fighting games.
That's what when you started talking about how you love fighting games, and I was listening to some of the other podcasts and stuff. Well, not to this one. It reminded me of like that you living in that. I could see you being in that world and being part of that community of the fighting games. You know, and really the way you talk about the way you train and all that bullshit. Just it reminded me of that, of what they were. Because I grew up, me and my family went to that Chinatown arcade. We lived in a projects like 2-3 blocks away from Chinatown. So we used to walk there all the time whenever we got together, and we saw the development of it being all these all around different type of games to just fighting games, and then even like me complaining how it's only just fighting games now. They didn't know everything else in a bit of. But then going back and liking the fact that it was fun, like getting back and okay, I can see why it's only fighting games as a community. This is fun. I can see I like this. This is fun. You know. And then being super sad when it closed. Super sad.
It was when I watched it to close off, because we got to give it back to Danny. I don't want to take too much time, but it was a really for me it was very emotional movie or documentary, because it shows you like how much love that community has, and that's something that I want like people to understand. Like it's like I don't like just playing fighting games because you're beating somebody up. I wanna show you that I play fighting games because there's like a whole community. It's like a whole. Not it's like a whole, it feels like a whole religion, like not trying to bring it into it, but that's how it feels. It's like you can be like yo, I love fighting games like to a passion that I will fight somebody if you say like my character is bad or whatever, you know what I mean, or like you were playing cheap or something. Like you can be very passionate about it, and that's how I personally feel about it.
So if it's a religion, would you consider yourself like a crusader of sorts?
Yeah, I'm a defender of justice.
You're a missionary. You're out here trying to convert all of us.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Can I talk to you about my Lord and Savior, Wake Up DP? I'm sorry, Wake Up
You and DP, like relax.
Wake up! Dragon Punch is not the only option, guys. You can wake up and do nothing. It's gonna let you know that now. But back to Danny with sports.
With the sports. All right. Well, we're just gonna move on to the final thing, which is just 21 questions. So I already have the game picked out. Keep in mind, this is my first time doing this, so I'm just trying to review any. I have like a Wikipedia open, so hopefully it's as accurate as it can be. I try to find as much information I can for this. So you just ask any questions you want to try to pinpoint what game it is that we're trying to guess.
Do we have buzzers?
Is it a game?
Oh, actually, I gotta mark how many questions you guys actually made.
How many stupid questions we asked?
And what the questions are, so that way I can keep track of them. Should have been prepared for that.
We're like, guess who? If you have the black one, you have the black one, guess who? There's only one black character on that whole thing, which is so fucking the original one anyway. So if you go, is your guy black and you win? Got it.
All right. Whoever wants to start first, you want to ask the question?
Let's take turns, otherwise I'll be asking.
Yeah. However you guys want.
Questions.
But be very careful. Remember, you only got 20 questions, so be careful what you ask. Don't waste your questions.
We're gonna go Randial,
What the fuck?
Boneless, and then me.
Are you gonna pronounce his name differently every week?
See what happens.
I'm gonna shoot Danny a text of a different way of saying brand now.
Oh shit. Oh, that was an attack on the fences, honestly. My brain stopped. So wait, we started now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the
Go
first
for it.
one.
All right, cool. Is it a single player game?
I'm sorry, you broke up. What?
Is it a single player game?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to think about the question. Is it no or yes questions? I'm just asking.
Only yes or no questions. Yeah.
Only yes or no questions.
Did he waste a question with that?
No, but it was,
Yes. No.
yeah. Is it on every console?
Is it on what?
Every console.
Be more specific than that.
Is it on PlayStation, Xbox, PC?
Yes.
Okay.
You just said it's a game. No, fuck. The main character, a woman.
No.
Has the game been released within the past 10 years?
No.
Okay.
Can I pass?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can give it to someone else.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
So what were our questions so far? Hold on. So we know it's a
single player. It's on everything.
Single-
The protagonist.
No,
is
it's
a
not
dude,
on everything.
and
It's whatever Kevin mentioned.
Oh, you fucking dick, Kevin.
What was
You
it
have
you
to be
mentioned?
careful with your questions.
PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch.
Okay.
Wait, you said Switch at the end? I missed Switch. It is not on Switch.
Okay.
No, that's
Enough off of.
Also, it hasn't been released in the past 10 years, so I'm assuming it's 2010 and back.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong. Whatever.
so PlayStation. So it's PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
PC. See,
And
that
it's
was
a
a
single,
question.
and it's a single player game, right?
Yes.
The male protagonist.
No, single. Is it?
Are you just gonna like shotgun the game right now? Like Jesus.
What?
Does it have? Yeah, does it have? Fuck, I don't know. Is it an RPG?
No.
Oh. That's a good one.
Yeah, you might want to ask some questions to narrow down what type of game, I guess, or
Yeah.
things like that will be a good strategy.
Is it a first-person shooter?
Nope.
Is the main character a treasure hunter?
No.
Okay.
Are you gonna say Uncharted, dickhead?
Yeah. But at least the gears are turning.
Does the main character use guns?
No.
Is it a platformer?
Partly yes.
The fuck kind of partly? Maybe. Could be.
Remember, there
mean,
there are lots of games who do more than just one genre. So, I mean, I probably would have It probably would have been better to say, does it have platforming? So I still would have said yes, but I just gave you that. So yes, it has platforming in it.
And it's not Uncharted.
It's not Uncharted.
Uncharted had platforms? No,
No.
I got it.
Actually,
Once he said that, I immediately thought of a game, but I can't say because I don't have enough information. Is the main character an animal?
no.
Okay.
You got 10 questions down so far.
So we're halfway there. So it's a man, it's a game, it's not an RPG. It's you said it is a platform game, you said? Sorry.
It has
It has
platforming,
platforming.
elements in it.
It has platforming elements in it. Has platforming in it. Game came out in the last 10 years.
No, it didn't
Let's
come
see
out in the last 10 years.
Or it did not come out in the last 10
Yeah.
years.
So that's why like 2010 and back.
So it's probably a retro type game. Main characters probably, because you asked if it's an animal, right?
Did Kevin
Just
freeze?
now?
I think Kevin froze.
Oh, there he goes.
Or standing really still.
Oh.
Yeah. Anybody can jump in.
Does the main character wear green?
Wear green.
Yeah,
No.
not Zelda.
Did it come out after 2000?
Let's double check here. Yes.
Okay. So now we have a 10-year gap to look into.
So between 2000 and 2010.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna pass it to Danny. I don't have any questions. All my questions are used up.
No, no. Let's see. Kevin, your turn. I mean, Rendial. Your turn.
What the fuck name is that?
I apologize.
What the hell was that? You're
That
watching
was my
porn?
phone. That was my phone being put on the charger. That's what it says.
Yeah, totally. It was like, oh, stick it in me.
Pull it out. Oh, I'm not even gonna talk
Plug
about
me
it.
harder. Like,
I'm
whoa.
full. Pull it out.
Jesus Christ. Shit's difficult.
Is the main character undead?
No.
Okay.
Huh. How many questions do we have? Like 13?
You have 13, yeah.
13.
If you need me to do a recap, I'll go through it.
No, I'm
Do a
keeping
recap.
going.
The recap.
Oh, recap. So is it a single player game? Yes. Is it on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC? Yes. Is the protagonist a woman? No. Past 10 years? No. Is it RPG? No. First person shooter? No. Let me just tell you what's yes. Single player, yes. Console, yes. Is it a platforming? Has platforming elements? It is after the year 2000.
Okay.
Just to keep it short. Ooh. I thought you guys would be asking more questions.
Well,
I don't know how to.
if you really have 21 questions, why the fuck would we waste
Yeah.
them all?
That's what I'm saying. So we're trying not to waste questions. We're
Mhm.
something stupid, trying to think of something that can narrow it down.
But to be fair, we
Um,
should also go over what is a no, so we don't repeat questions or ask something within similar
Well,
vein.
if it's a repeat, I'm just gonna tell you it's a repeat, and I'll count you for it.
So you're a good host.
Yeah. Everyone must enjoy themselves.
Kevin's phone was enjoying itself.
Shut the fuck up. Let me see.
would we have?
Was it made by like a big developer?
I don't even know why I'm looking this up, but I want to be sure. Yes.
Okay. Because between 2000 and 2010, there was like a lot of just like left field shit that was thrown out there.
Yeah. And there's no weapons. You don't use weapons, right?
We didn't say that. Did you ask? You asked if they use guns.
Well, that's what guns. Do they use swords?
Yes.
Doesn't tell me because I got to figure that part.
Made by 2000, around early 2000s.
That's 15 questions.
Fuck, and it's on everything. I'm just gonna spitball.
Okay.
Is it The Witcher?
Well, I don't want you to guess because if you guess, you lose.
Oh! I thought it was.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys are gonna
So-
guess. Wait, save it for the 21st question.
I don't know how that works. So is the main character have white hair?
No.
So that's not the Witcher.
There you go.
Randy's about to smoke us. Let me see. Does the main character have black hair? It's for a reason.
No. No.
Okay.
And keep in mind, I'm looking at the cover art right now, so it doesn't look like it's black hair.
So it's not black nor white.
What can it possibly be?
I wish we had some people in chat to to feed you guys some
Stimulate.
questions.
Stimulate the noggin. My brain have to sleep. Not black hair, not white hair. Uses a sword.
A little bit of platforming
A little bit of platform.
elements.
Mm-hmm.
They have long hair.
Yes, I would say yes.
Don't fucking help me. How many questions we got? I'm about to just
15.
got it.
You're on the 18th question. You just used the 18th question. So you got two more questions and a guess.
We about to get smoked. Let me see.
If we keep playing this, I'm sure like the questioning would be easier. So
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. I have another question to ask that they can even fucking.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't. Yeah. I
Oh.
mean, you guys want to try to. You still want to try to narrow down either just the genre or just the developers, or sorry, yeah, developers, because you mentioned before if it's a big dev. So I said yes. You
Yeah,
guys
but
already
some
have a
developers
year
back then.
range.
Um,
You guys gotta narrow down a little bit more specific. Trying
We
to
were just
help you.
shooting questions. We were shooting questions out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially me.
I'm done. I give up.
We lost one. Randy, it's up to you.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Long-haired male uses swords.
Hey guys,
Platforming.
technical difficulties here.
Hmm?
Technical
What?
difficulties. The PC kind of just like shit itself.
Ooh.
Your PC.
Yeah,
It's
so
wondering
I'm
if
gonna
it's
reload.
a-
I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Rest
Yeah,
in
you do sound
pepperoni.
different.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my earphones.
Got you. Long curve man. Is the main character a clone?
No.
All right.
What were
should
you
play.
thinking?
I was thinking of one of the Tales series when I thought of that question.
Tales? Like Tales of Destiny?
Yeah.
Tales of. But we said it's not an RPG.
Yeah.
No.
well, it says-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it says
Uh-huh.
here that.
Not a first-person shooter. Don't use
Fuck it.
guns.
Do they wear lingerie or do they fucking are they transvestites? We're done. Next.
No.
That's such a weird left field question. Okay, so now we got to do the guess. Since,
I can't find my earphones.
Aw.
All right.
I was gonna look for a fucking like a whole list of just games that were released.
Cheating.
Actually, is it like a 3D game?
It is. That'll be your
Okay.
final question.
Oh, really?
Ouch. We apologize for our stupid question.
Jesus Christ.
So now you have a guess. So, single player game made for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Not an RPG, not a first person shooter, not a treasure hunter, doesn't use guns. It is partial platforming, not an animal, does not wear green, after the year 2000, before 2010. He's not undead. It is made by a big developer. He does use swords. No white hair, no black hair. He has long hair. He is not a clone. And it is a 3D game.
Is it transvestite? You know.
Shut the fuck up.
Danny wanted to throw that question out there.
I don't know, honestly.
Me neither.
Kevin, you're the last.
Damn. I'm the only one left. Finish the job.
You want to spitball just one game you want to guess before we end
Devil
the
May
episode?
Cry.
No. Although that is a good guess, but he uses guns.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say Shadow of the Colossus.
That would have been a good guess too, actually.
Well, I mean, you were looking at the cover, and I'm assuming that it was somebody on the cover that you saw their hair,
Yes.
and you can't see the hair on the protagonist, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, you can, kind of.
Yeah, you can.
No,
it's
no,
fine.
no. I mean, on the cover.
Oh,
Oh,
the cover.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Randy, you're the last one. My legs are broken.
All right, so Danny and Kevin gave up. Randy, you giving up?
No, I didn't give up. I just do a guess out.
Oh,
That's on everything. See, and that makes it a whole lot harder.
Yeah, we should have tried to narrow it down, but we didn't.
What?
We probably should have tried to narrow it down what system was on. But it was on all of them, they said, so. Yeah, what a pain.
I don't know. I'm gonna throw in the towel on this one.
all right. So we're going to finish it then. So it was released in 2003 at first for the Game Boy Advance, but it was the official biggest release was for the PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and PC. 2003, made by Ubisoft Montreal. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
Fucking hell.
Brown hair. He's undead because he comes back to life. So
So technically, you
Over and over and over and over.
exactly.
and it is a platformer.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like an action adventure platformer ish. So I wouldn't just call it a platformer. So yeah,
It was on PC.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Was on PC. So that's it for that. If you guys like it, let me know. We can still keep doing that. But
I should have narrowed it down to like 5 years.
this is also something that you guys can actually do as well. So if you think of a game, then I'll give the host reins to you if you want to do it. So we'll do that next week or something. We'll see. Golly geez. So anyways, yeah, so that's it for the rest of the show. Thanks anyone who was listening in, and we still have a TikTok, we have Instagram, and I'm on Twitter. Just look for the Drunken Guardian, and I post up as much as I can over there. I'll try to stream as much as I can as well. I'm thinking about streaming Resident Evil 8, so we'll see how that goes. It should be up and downloaded now.
Does it come with the audio you scream like a little bitch?
You know I don't. I'm not like that with horror games.
Damn.
So I mean, I'll jump. I'll definitely jump. That's for damn sure. So yeah. So maybe I'll stream that in the morning or something. But if not, I'm just gonna play it regardless. Boneless Bones. Kevin.
Yo, what's going on? Dude, I was about to say I do the same thing. Twitter. God, my brain hurts. Twitter and Twitch is mainly where I'm at, but I do also post videos on YouTube. My YouTube is the same as. Oh, welcome back.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Left.
Okay.
No,
He
I'm here.
left. Twitter, Twitch is the same thing. Boneless Bones _TV. YouTube is just Boneless Bones. I play fighting games. I'm the fighting game guru. I also play a lot of different games, like old school games, like PlayStation 2, GameCube, whatever kind of games that I'm feeling at the moment. And I might also stream Resident Evil 8, but at the nighttime, because I like getting scared. So if I say, "Oh shit," it's not me acting or Twitter acting. It's dead ass me getting scared, because I am a little bitch. But yeah, see you guys over there, and stay beautiful.
All right.
Randy,
man.
are you getting the Resident Evil or no?
I too will be streaming Resident Evil 8. No, I'm kidding. No.
Still waiting for you to stream something. But are you gonna play the game? Are you gonna get that?
I'll probably watch one of you guys play it. I'm not too big on Resident Evil itself, honestly. So I don't know.
All right, guys, put everybody send me $20. We'll buy Randy it. Just send it to him.
Yeah, right.
We'll still be $10 short. So
I got the 30.
No, I supplied the $10.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
All right.
Texas.
Wait, is this 70? Is this 70?
No.
No, it's
60.
8 is
no,
60.
that's 60.
Okay.
He's just making a call
Because
back.
I was about to say too, like if it was 70, like does that mean that the PS4 version is still 70? Like I don't think that's possible or smart for that matter. But anyways, yeah. So that's it. So we're playing Resident Evil, And
I
yeah,
got the base game.
we will be streaming every Thursday, the podcast episode every Thursday now at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's it. See you guys whenever.
Later, guys.
Next
Ending
week.
stream. What?
Said next week. Proxima
Oh God!
semana.
Wait a minute. Oh Jesus!
What? Oh, the
Wow.
question.
Yeah, and we're back. Welcome
What
to a
happened?
brand new episode of the Drunken Guardian. Yeah, we forgot the community question for this week.
41.5.
I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking that.
Jesus Christ! Oh, that was off. So, the community question. I'm gonna pop one off right here.
Humana.
Yeah, you haven't done one. All of us have done a question. But
Yeah,
you.
that's why I'm gonna do it because I haven't done one in a while. Ooh, okay. This is a good one for a debate because this might get heated. What do you think is the most overrated game?
Destiny, hands down. Come on.
Shut the
Sake
fuck up.
Kingdom
You are
Hearts.
no longer in this
Actually,
podcast.
you might be right. You might be right.
I might agree with you.
We
on
might
a
have
second.
opinions.
Copy and paste. Yes. So that is the community question for the next week. We're going to discuss what do you think is the most overrated game, and we're probably, we're definitely going to debate about this. That'll be fun.
We're
So,
gonna
yeah.
get into a screaming match over this.
Yeah. Let's do that. No, not really, because then my girl will get pissed off, and I'm yelling at 12:30 that night.
So then just turn up the gain all the way so you can like quietly yell at us if anything.
Oh, nice ASMR again. I love it.
Thank you for joining us on this
It was-
episode.
And we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.
Bye.